for 1 second, and I'm gonna add my dude brother Thunder to a party.
Oh, just do that in game. I mean, like, invite me to your
Oh, I thought it just like does it.
We're already in a party. No, sir. It doesn't.
I'll let you viewers in on a secret about this game. I'm like, it's really awesome, but I'm super confused about what the fuck is going on like 75% of the time. Like, what is this? I have never figured out what this scanner thing, when you walk up to it, there's just a dude like, you want to come trade 50 faggots for a flobble Like, what is that?
Yeah, there's just so much in this game that I kind of like, just...
Okay. I want to start a mission just so you can check out how cool I am. Okay, so... Yeah, send me to one of your more, like, advanced missions. I need to get the fucking Archwing, so I think I just need to get some advanced materials from later levels so I can just more easily craft it.
Well, if you look at your quest for the Archwing, it should give you very specific, like, go here to get this, go
it's so weird, because I swear, the poor connection quality detected. Is your internet being a fucking dingbat?
Mine?
I don't know.
My internet wouldn't affect your broadcast.
Yeah, I have no idea. Everything looks fine. Okay, so did you send me a dude? Do I gotta up top?
No, we're in a group together, so you can
just pick a planet, Taylor. Just pick a planet. Pick a little planet, and we'll go there.
I need to shit on Mars.
Let's fuck with Mars then, bro. Let's go to the planet that might have.
Scan 3 cephalon fragments on Mars. I need to see what.
Oh, I don't have a scanner. Should I get one of those? Is that important? Because I saw that and I was like, what does that do? Also, there's this thing they in no way explain what it is, but it sounds maybe like it could be important. It's like something for your face. Rhinoneuroptics. Like, what the fuck does that mean? Does it help you see certain things in the environment? Like,
cephalon fragments.
I feel like I should just build it because it's ready to build, and it's like I might need it later. I don't know, because they said, I don't remember which ones, but I saw a tooltip that said like certain currencies will like degrade and disappear from your inventory, which is weird.
All right, here's the video, guys. So first, I need to equip my codex scanner. Okay, so I need a codex.
I'm just gonna start this thing because it's gonna take 12 hours to make it anyway. Oh, I had a robot cooking too. Where's that at? I have the same. Do you have the Taxon? Taxon Jackson. Yeah. Me too. There was one called Death Cube, which I was pretty like into, just because it was called Death Cube.
Alright, so you go over here, go to gear.
It's funny because they can't see you, and I'm just running around in circles in my ship. This is my ship, you guys. My ship is boring. Taylor's ship looks cool, but you can't see it. There's like this, check it out, I got a pile of space herpes over here, and apparently you get space herpes, and that's how you open this door, so says Taylor. But, dude, I'm clean as a whistle lately, Taylor. And I swear it's not from lack of me having fornications. You know? It's just the way. That's the way I am. I take like 2 showers before and after, but somebody told me that's supposed to keep the herpes from doing its thing. You guys don't know shit about herpes. Whoa, dude, your ship is like mean mugging my ship.
What do you mean?
Like, I look out my front window here and I just see you like looking at me like, hey, I'm gonna come get you.
I don't see your ship.
Something about your catfish looks fucking aggro.
Oh, I see it. There it is. It was like all gold.
Okay, now look out off to the side and look at those ships. Dude, those not look like the giant bad dudes from Robotech, like their ships.
Yeah.
Alright. Now that I've made about, I think, 2 anime mentions already, we think we're going good. I said initial D.
Alright, so I'm gonna have to actually look for these on this map, because, you know, most of these missions I'll just do the objective and get through it. But this one,
I just kind of run around and go ape shit. And kill. Wait, but doesn't it say one of you go just kill shit and one of you find things? Because I'll be the kill shit guy.
Yeah, you can kill all this shit.
I'm gonna try to actually be not as motherfucking crazy though, so like maybe you people watching can like follow along and make up an opinion about this game.
Need to get. Alright, so these things look like weird glowy orbs, so I pretty much need to open every.
Whoa, dude, we are in a fucking brave new world, Taylor. This game really does change up the environments like hell every time. That's awesome.
I know, it's like one of the kind of better qualities of this game. It definitely has like the attention to detail of like a AAA like $60 game.
Yeah, it's really impressive for me not having spent a red cent on this.
But I will say it's on its like negative slot. It does cost real money to get to like
Scans indicate our target.
As far as I can tell, it seems like it's very much that way.
It's like for my part though, like by the time I'd give a fuck, I'd be probably burnt out on it. Like, you know.
I think that's kind of probably about right.
Like I've already kind of made up in my mind that my limit's like.
So much.
Yeah, I see myself kicking it at like 40, 50 hours maybe. I'll just play it like a good long RPG, I guess, or well, not even a good.
I think I've already put like 80 hours into this at least.
I think I just arbitrarily said 40 because that's about how long a Mass Effect runs. I do just fucking yell.
I feel like on Mass Effect 2, I feel like I spent at least like 100 hours on that.
I don't know, dude. I had that game like so down to a T. Like I did like all the side quests and shit. I just blasted through it. I think I'm just having so much fun. Like,
dude, you wanna hear a weird thing? Is that since 2013, I checked my GTA Online like hours logged. I've spent since 2013. I've spent 27 days. A literal month of my entire life has been
Jesus Christ,
sitting playing GTA.
Dude, fuck. My Witcher time was pretty like embarrassing, but that's about it. I think I would have pretty big like time counts on Bethesda games, but then I'd realize like I just would not pause them live.
Yeah. I feel like my biggest time sink games that I've put, like I've put 300 hours into both Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3, probably at least 200 hours in the original Dark Souls. So that combined is also like a freakish amount of time.
You Souls people are just a fucking rare breed of weirdo.
Also, yeah, that I've even clocked in like some kind of...
How many Souls people do you think are legit masochists? Like outside of the game, they're like also like sexually like hit my nuts.
Honestly, dude, like
however
with
that
the
works.
exception of like with the exception of like very few parts of certain games, I don't actually find those games to be that hard. And I think people who are into the Souls games are people similar to me. I don't think they're hard. And I don't know if it's just because I don't really know why so many people think they're so difficult. If they're just finding the hype, or if they're just not used to playing video games. I don't know what it is. But they're really not. I don't know.
I'm just trying to think like what is. See, that's the thing. I want to like check out that world. Like it looks so cool.
Yeah.
I'm a really big like art design guy. Like I don't play Destiny, but I wish I did, just because I fucking love like the mix of sci-fi and like fantasy shit.
Also, just you know the characters and like the acting, voice acting in those games too are just like so eerie and so cool. Like,
I like Bloodborne. The weird like the stylized like skeletal like body shapes of the player characters, if that makes sense. Like they're kind of like long, limbed, and weird, like in a way that's cool. Almost as though it were like something animated and from Japan. I believe the medium is, it's called No, actually, there is a game coming out. I cannot remember what it's called for the life of me, but everybody just keeps referring to it as anime Dark Souls, and that's apparently exactly what it is.
Let's get going.
Anime Dark Souls.
Yeah, like, I mean, the art style looks good. It's kind of interesting. It's not super cel-shaded, but yeah, it's like not. How do I explain this? You know how like Square Enix games, like your Final Fantasies, the 3D ones, the more they went on, they've always kind of had like an anime kind of look to the characters, like faces and stuff. It's not like a, they don't go for like a drawn looking art style. This is like somewhere in between, which is kind of neat.
Yeah, when it comes to Dark Souls and anime, I always just refer to the
Alarm successfully hacked. The location is returning to normal security.
The real Berserk game. You want to know again?
Boss, like, yeah, that's it's literally.
Are you a Monster Hunter guy at all?
Yeah, I played a shitload of the new ones.
I mean, other than
That's
that,
the only
like,
one I
big
played, though.
fucking
I never
sword,
played
you
the
can
other ones.
get nothing about it. Reminds me of Berserk, but the big fucking sword definitely reminds me of Berserk.
Yeah, that's the. No, I used to do
Mission
it.
failed. The target has
I never
escaped.
beat it. But...
I don't know if I've mentioned this yet, but you have not. Oh fuck, we failed. That's rare. Well, now you know that we're just people, internet. We're just people. Dude, you didn't say anything about my bow, Taylor. You didn't even, like, go, hey, you have a bow.
I haven't even, like, seen you in this game yet. Like,
Yeah, that level was, like, we were not... I'm gonna be, like, up on your butt next mission.
I'm gonna pick a different one.
I have this move now that I can't, like, 100% figure out how to do it every time, but, like, since I have, like, the two, like, Deadpool swords now, like, it's, like, so I can run up behind a dude, I guess, if he's not paying attention, and, like, jump on his shoulders, and then crisscross, like, slice his head off with my swords.
Damn it.
And I really just wanted you to see that and be impressed, but I couldn't make it happen that time out.
We really need to get you the arc wing, dude.
Dude, I know. Okay, let's just figure that the fuck out right now. Like, what do we do?
Yeah, figure out what you gotta do, and then we'll start making steps to do it.
Okay.
And
Now,
it's also sick. Like, I thought it was a bunch of bullshit until I ended up doing my first Arcwing mission. I was like, holy shit, this is like, this game just turned into like Gundam, Star Fox.
okay, wait. Back the. I don't normally tell dudes to like back that ass up, but rewind. Did you say Gundam? What about it is Gundam?
Yeah, remember reading this to you? Like, basically the arc is just this like giant jetpack with wings that like you attach onto your guy, and it equips you with like a giant sword and a giant like infinite gun, and you just like jetpack and like fly through like a giant 3D space, like they're mechs, weird robot. Total, it's like it's crazy.
Taylor.
You can like chain sword attacks together on enemies in space to where you do this like big like 8 kill combo because there's like little ships and weird mechs coming at you and shit. Yeah, you need to find out how to get the arc. It's like,
Bro,
I feel like that's when the game opens up.
Call me Amuro Ray looking at a fine ass anime lady and saying, "Gun damn," because I'm interested now. That was a walk
That was
to
a
get.
stretch, dude.
Whatever, dude. You totally got every part of it, though.
No, I all I got was that it's.
Who's
I got
Amuro
the
Ray?
punch
You know who
line.
Amuro
I
Ray
did
is.
get the punch. No, I don't.
It's just the main character from the original Gundam. Okay, everybody needs to know everything about original Gundam. That's
about that.
Taylor.
Yeah,
You've got
I don't know
learning to do. We can't just have you not knowing Gundam shit. Like you gotta.
I mean, I remember watching it as a kid, and I know what it looks like and how it behaves.
It's not a kid show though, Taylor. You're gonna watch it as an adult and you'll realize how stupid you were as a kid because it's like super fucking complex and like deep and poetic. Or like Gundam Wing is anyway. Holy
it's
shit.
funny because I'm an illustrator and I love art and I love drawing, but like I literally can barely will myself to watch like hardly anything on TV, let alone like sit down and try to involve in like a series
I watch very
you would
little
think
TV.
If there was something I'd want to watch, it would be anime, but like, I just cannot will myself to do it. I've tried to force myself to do it.
What's crazy is I was watching like basically no TV or movies until I just like rediscovered that I loved anime, and then it's like I at least usually have something to do if I can't think of what else to do. The problem is that I've watched so many good fucking series like right off the bat, half of them because I knew they were good and had like a reputation, half of them just because I took a chance and they were fucking awesome, and now I'm like my standards are just like really high, and so I'll start stuff and be like nope, like constantly. I'm watching something right now that's good.
I never thought you would utter.
Dude, okay, fuck off. Cause it's not.
Are you figuring out what you need to do to get the arc ring?
Dude, honestly, I was talking about Gundams, and so I completely stopped paying attention to what I was doing. It was just like moving my cursor around the cup.
You're streaming, Dalton. You're streaming. You gotta.
Dog, this is why people probably will watch these streams one day. They're not watching yet, but they're like, we just want to see Dalton get confused as fuck as soon as somebody says Gundam. Like, it's part of the shtick.
Maybe. That sounds more like a podcast, though.
Well, like, we can't talk too much about Anime Book Club, but just know, people, that there's a thing in the works. It's not actually probably going to be called that, but it's just... You'll get a lot of anime. You'll get more anime talk than you can shake an anime at, bud. You're going to be fucking... getting an anime broom to sweep anime dust off the fucking front anime porchie. Dojo. You thought I was going to say anime house, but I said dojo. Okay, prerequisites for Seiya's Vigil, Vor's Prize Quest, attain Mastery Rank 1, complete a bound. The ones that are like fuzzy, like just what I need to... Prerequisites for Hollow of the Kubro is simply open the Mercury Junction. Prerequisites for the Archwing quest is, it says Earth, Mars Junction. I need to open Mars. Do I need... But am I going to go look at Mars and it's going to be like, you need the Archwing to go to Mars. And I'm going to be like, fuck you.
To open the Mars Junction, what do you need to do?
I'm back.
Once a week, defeat 150 Frontier Grineer, and collect 500 Rudo emissions.
Let me zoom in on our
So
local...
have you beaten Susei on Mercury yet?
Taylor, the only word in there that means anything to me is Mercury. And even that,
So go to Mercury and see if you completed the level,
Do I have Mercury even open, dude? I thought like the only shit I opened was like Venus.
Well, then we need to unlock Mercury from Venus so that you can unlock Mars.
Let's go to Venus and let's take a peek at the junctions. What are our options here?
So at Mercury, you have to rescue a hostage at Linny on Venus, defeat 10 Xmas enemies on Venus, complete 10 waves of defense at Tessera on Venus in a single mission, and defeat Jackal at Fosso on Venus, which we did. We did at least the first one.
Okay, I need to pull up my like list that tracks this.
If you just scroll over the Mercury Junction like icon.
Dude, I'm trying really hard not to make the viewers like vomit, but for some reason every time I like try to like kind of zoom out a little bit, it just way overdoes it. Then I go back in and it does it again. Fuck.
Just click on Venus.
Oh, that's a fucking thing you can do? Oh no, I click Unda. Okay, so I see Montez. That doesn't... There's 2 Mercury. Let me hover over this. It says I've done everything. I guess we're just going. I clicked it, turned... It's like showing me some stuff. It's giving me a thing. Okay, let me read this real quick. 1 of 1, defeat Jackal. 1 of 1, complete 10 waves of defense at Tessera. 1 of 1, rescue a hostage. Defeat blah blah blah. So there's Aphrodite. Does this work like a Mario map or some shit? Do I have to do that Aphrodite thing because it's right before the junction, like physically, like map wise?
No, or maybe.
Because I mean I know how this.
When you click Mercury Junction, does nothing happen?
Nothing happens. It just highlights it yellow, but for some reason it doesn't. And then it says Mercury Junction, and then to Mercury I can't. I hover over it. It does nothing. Like I can't even interact with it. But it says
So you don't have like a path that's unlocked to the Mercury Junction yet.
No, that's what's super weird because it says oh, I see how the lines go. Yeah, so I knew we need to do these other missions, and I guess we need to do Unda, Venera, and Aphrodite.
Okay,
I think. Alright. I don't know that I've ever done Spy.
There's one of them that takes some kind of level of stealth-ish kind of.
You know what would be 10 times more sick is if the music that played right now at this part when we're like, it's heating up, was the Immigrant song. Dude, I was watching, okay, so I got the digital deluxe version or whatever of Infinity War, and I was watching that again the other night, and like, dude, I'm just like, they need to go out of their way and just make a whole nother cut of that movie where they change one fucking thing and it's just keep playing Immigrant Song more when Thor shows up doing cool shit. Like, they should have kept that from Ragnarok and just kept doing it. Because there's so many moments where, like, dude, in theaters especially, when I saw it, you could, like, feel everyone in the theater going, come on, play the song, come on, and then, like, it didn't happen. I mean, oh well, I'd rather just get that for that one movie than them being like, you know what we should do the next movie? That O.C.D song, AC/DC song. It's like, thunder! I'm gonna say something controversial right now, but I kind of just like have it out for AC/DC, and I'm not really sure why.
I think AC/DC.
I really like Bon Scott AC/DC is like okay, but man, what's his name? Like it just like I can't remember his name, and just his voice is like Jesus, no. And he reminds me of like my 4th grade gym teacher, who was like a big, intense, like lesbian-ass lesbian who like drove a Harley Fat Boy and wore a hat like that Brian Johnson dude. And she even had a voice like this. I swear to God. And so every time I see that dude, I'm like, oh, there's that weird lesbian gym teacher. Nothing against lesbians, by the way, dude. I'm super pro, like, every gay sex all over the place, guys. Just let me know, but, you know.
Where's your character? Let's see a little fucking...
I love the way that I course corrected that, too. Like, guys, have gay sex left and right.
Very elegant.
Just like me and Taylor do. It's like, we're actually doing it right now, you just can't tell. Double guns. I just love double guns.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've got a new gun cooking right now that sounds like it's the fucking Colt gun in Dead Space.
Oh, I saw that. I almost made that, but I made the bow. But yo, check out how fucking awesome Exalted Blade is with my 2 swords. I guess I need to wait for a bunch of dudes and I'll show you, but...
Yeah, save it.
Because that thing is way too handy when we're in a tight spot.
Hold on, how do I use my items?
How do I breathe without you? Oh man, I didn't realize I was gonna phase through you. I thought I was gonna be able to like hold you tight. How do I live without you? Man, dude, I just realized we're like the same fucking color.
Hell yeah, okay, I finally figured this shit out, alright. A little more confident about unlocking this shit. I was starting to think we were on like a whole... Wait, we're the same color?
Yeah, well, almost. I mean, we're green and we have yellow Tenno emblems. Thing.
Oh wait, hold still. Oh, never mind.
And your energy is the same as mine because I wanted it to look like gambits. Yeah, I turned myself green because I was like, well, I got the bow now, so I might as well just like... My character's basically Green Arrow, Deadpool, and some third thing that's not coming to mind right now, but I had it earlier. And Dante. Does that work? God, come on, just give me a bunch of dudes. I want to do this thing.
The target console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data.
She did not say like whether that's good or bad or like. Hey, let's look in here. See if there's any stinky underwear in here.
Oh shit, I like broke myself. Yeah, we gotta.
Boy, you got just some weird like movement shit going on that I can't do. Here we go.
Basically,
Okay.
just always constantly tapping LB and X.
Yeah, I guess because I'm always like attacking and doing it. And shit. Well, now it's like harder because I do like a different ground pound.
Fucking thing down there.
Couldn't fuck time.
You fucking.
You bloody fucking wanker. You fucking wanker. Dude, have you... are you at all familiar with the Netflix and BBC, like, I would say Netflix original, but it's like a collaboration, that show Peaky Blinders? Like, that will fuck with you, like, losing your American accent worse than a Guy Ritchie movie. Like, if you watch too many episodes of that shit in a row, I was like, talking like the brother with the big mustache. You know what you are with a peaky fucking blind ass. I'm just like, you boys just need to calm the fuck down. Like, I don't trust gypsies now, man. Is it okay to hate on gypsies? Like, are they a social class that nobody's really keeping an eye on, so we can just kind of say whatever? Watch a gypsy comment on this video and be like, fuck you, gypsies rule. Gypsies rule, Tenno's drool, man. I'm like, you're a gypsy, what the fuck are you doing on video game internet? Go pull a wagon.
You should go, that's not, you should watch a documentary on like actual gypsies.
Like pikeys?
Like, it's basically like the Jersey Shore, but it's in West Virginia, and they're all like super rich.
Oh man, I thought you were gonna pitch me on a show about pikeys that was like English, and I was like way into that. Actually, there is a show kind of like that, I think. My brother was telling me
These
there's
are
some...
like Romani gypsies.
There's some show about like pikey bare knuckle boxing. Like real...
It's a documentary.
Like real shit? Yeah.
We watched it way back in the day, dude.
Wait, weird? Man. Alright, that's like the third time something like that has happened today in conversation. I was talking to some girl randomly on like Facebook earlier, and it was one of those like... I didn't ask, but she was like, do I know you? Like, I'm pretty sure I know you. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I smoke like weed pretty often, I have no idea. And then she's like, no, I definitely know you. It was like, I think it was here at this time. And I'm like, I'm gonna just pretend that I knew what she was talking about, but I had no fucking idea.
Somehow I remember that day because it was like, there used to be this like really consistent sandwich we would eat at your place all the time. I can't remember.
Oh, the nacho sandwich?
No, it had like sriracha and...
Was I just making you fucking paninis?
Fucking eating it all the goddamn time.
Me or you or we? Like, what do you mean?
You were, and like I would, you know, because of the circumstances.
I remember making you guys a sandwich that was like roast beef, bacon, and then like crushed up tortilla chips and avocado spread or guacamole, depending on what I had. But otherwise, I would just make like
but anyway, it
fucking.
was like during the day. It must have been the summer because we were like swimming in the pool.
Wait, slow it down a little bit and say it like noir, like you're like Harrison Ford and like Blade Runner. Be like, it was a hot summer day. I remember the smell of the sandwich on.
Right day. The smell of sriracha
on my lips? Why were you so close to my lips?
You're a close talker, man. Especially when you were drinking.
Dude, when I would drink, I was such a close. I was the hand guy too. Like, thankfully, only to dudes.
Yeah, you would really get.
But like, I'm really glad that my brain like automatically was like, don't stand that close to women, or do that thing that you do where you fucking pat them on the shoulder constantly. I'm like, my buddy here, shoulder pat. Now let me put anyone who's shorter than me in a headlock and noogie them, because that's funny. No, I think the best handsy thing I ever did was when I just decided to make a hobby out of throwing Dalia through tables.
Oh
For
my god.
some reason, he just let me do it. Like, you really think he wouldn't take that shit, but he'd let it happen.
What does Aaliyah do, man? You talk to that guy ever?
Okay, the last time I saw him, I was with Bluesman Mike and my friend Chris, and we went over to Blake's, and I don't even know how that got going. I just remember, like,
How long ago was that?
it was months and months, dude. Like, this was, like, right when I first borrowed Buck Darrington from him. Fuck, dude. Barely, maybe? Could have been late 2017. It was, like, right around the time I started making all the, like, videos that were, like, Hell Harpies centric. If that makes... I mean, that's a while ago, that's all I know. But yeah, I still didn't, like, he didn't talk that much. He felt like a very different man.
Like, more put together, or more like...
Kind of. Just quieter. Less of a dick. And drinking, but, like, responsibly. Like, he was actually drinking whiskey out of a rocks glass, like, slowly, like a human being.
It's just, I always wonder about him because, like, he and I had, like, really special friendships because we were, like, neighbors and I was going to that.
You guys definitely had something.
He was, like, my only friend and then fucking we just, like, got drunk together way too early, like, every night. He's, like, the beginning of my, like, Grand Theft Auto-esque high school career with, like, just lawlessness.
I feel like I was the beginning of that, Taylor. If you want to give me credit where credit's due, because I got you in a cop car for the first time.
That was the first time we ever hung out, too. But as credit's kind of due there. I will
To
say,
Olivia,
had
actually.
it not been Alex and...
Well, Olivia was the one that was just like, you guys should hang out. I still wonder what the fuck the ulterior motive was there, because there's no way that she would have just been like, you guys would have kismet. Like...
I mean, maybe.
Maybe, I don't know. It's just, Olivia was just a weird chick, she was.
Maybe it was just like some kind of genuine, like, this dude would like this dude, who knows? I don't know, though, she's kind of a weirdo. I'll still follow her on her Instagram and see what her, like...
I could swear to God I see her at, like, neighborhood markets occasionally, but...
Yeah, I think she lives in Florida.
She looks like the fucking same. Like, she has not aged a day. I think.
That's what not smoking and being a piece of shit will do. Actually look good.
Wait, not smoking and being a piece of shit, or not smoking nor being a piece of shit either? Because I don't think she's a piece of shit.
No, I'm saying she doesn't smoke and isn't a piece of shit. Both of us are, that's why
I should also specify so people know that, like, I don't know, because there's another Olivia I could be talking about, like a more recent one, and it's not that one. I should point that out in case either one of them is watching this for some reason. I highly fucking doubt either of them would ever see this. You never know. Because I don't want new Olivia to message me and be like, hey man, what the fuck? Like, we're like semi-cool.
The data we retrieve will have to suffice. Get to extraction.
Hell, I guess we still have some fascination when we could get to this last one.
Oh, that reminds me, I actually have to message her. I have an anime question for her. She's my resource on, like, whimsical and or, like, chick flick-esque anime that I have to ask, like, should I watch this, or, like, is it gonna make me cry? Like, tell me if I want to do this to myself or not.
Chick
Well, no, okay, she just...
that on a resume, that's rad.
She really likes Ghibli movies, right? And so, like, Ghibli movies are whimsical as fuck, and, like, I could have swore maybe I heard her tell me about the anime called Your Name, which is what this new thing is done by the same studio, and it looks like some crazy, like... I don't know, like it's like a romance thing. It takes place in like 3 different countries across 3 different periods of time, and it's somehow like tied together by one like narrative thread. I don't know, I kind of just want... The animation looks like really pretty.
Where are you at? Oh,
I just finally found your name, and I'm like trying to groove on over to you.
if you press up on the D-pad, it's kind of, it's not terrible.
Oh, cool, it's a Turok map.
Yeah.
This shows the
And that
audience
just makes it a
how,
lot easier.
like, fucking esoteric I still think this game can be.
Oh, it's a Turok map.
It is though, dude. Did you not used to turn that on in Turok and use it as a cursor to shoot?
Yeah, I turned that on and
Totally did
also
that.
in StarCraft.
Was there one of those in
overlay.
Doom, or was it like Doom 2 Hell on Earth maybe? I don't know.
Probably that in Doom. Probably also that in like Rage.
I don't remember the
feel like
first
most games
Doom.
like that have-
Oh well, New Doom just has a really awesome 3D map that just really like works perfectly. But I was thinking old Doom, cause like, yeah, you would have had to have a 2D map up the majority of the time because you spent half that game like just fucking walking up to walls and clicking on them. But also, I get the thing about original Doom is there's so many ports and versions of fucking Doom that like you'll remember shit about Doom that's like most people would be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Because they played PC and you like did something crazy like played on Game Boy Advance, which I totally did, and PS1. I played on everything but PC, dude. Like, did you know that like my thermostat runs Doom? Oh my god. For some reason, I don't reliably fly forward anymore with my sword attack. I do like a downward stab and I keep falling into holes.
Great work.
Hey, we did
I am
it.
pleased with your performance.
She's pleased, bro. Are we ever gonna meet this chick? Like, what's her story? Is she just like a secretary? Or... I kind of wish that our dudes spoke like Snake in like the first Metal Gear, and like, you know how he's just always like basically just a big like dirty like perv boy to like the ladies on his oh, I want to say this right or Metal Gear people are gonna give me shit. The fucking whatever your radio thing is, what's the word for it? The codec. When like that Japanese chick would come on and he'd be like, "You're really cute for a nurse lady," or whatever the fuck. Or like when he's just staring at Merle's butt and he's like, ugh. I'm like, Snake, you're fucking, like, come on.
If you hit the navigation panel, does it show that you beat that level and that you can do Kill-a-kin or?
Now by navigation panel you mean at the very like helm of my ship, correct?
Yeah.
Hey, I said helm. Isn't that cool? Okay, look at which one? What's the name?
Look at Venus and see that Unda, it actually shows that you beat. Like,
Okay, Unda, yeah, it's cleared. It's white.
so you can do Vanera and Kill-a-kin now?
Yes, it looks like we can pick between Vanera or Kill-a-kin and then hit Aphrodite, and then and then Fossa will be the
Do
boss.
Vanera.
Okay. Looks like Fossa's the boss, and then we're done. What is this, capture?
The Aphrodite thing is like a weird event space. I'm wondering if we actually have to do it. 'Cause it's like...
Is some like insane shit gonna happen like next couple planets is gonna like radically change this up? Because I feel like, are we good at this game, or are we just, is it easy to just autopilot kind of after a while?
No,
We're not
I've
even
been
playing in
stuck
full
pretty
parties,
good.
dude. Like, we've been doing this shit as 2 men.
I'm also like double leveled this area, so...
But I'm also
If it were just
super
you,
a cool dude. I just realized I still haven't fucking gotten to use Exalted Blade one time.
Yeah, we haven't. None of these missions have really been about killing a shitload of dudes. It's about objectives.
I mean, I'm down for objectives,
We're
but
here
like,
to find our target and
Taylor,
bring them to the
look
extraction
at
point.
this game. Look at how you
We
move
gotta
and the things
do it
you
so
do.
that
This
we
is.
can get to the-
But don't let me do such cool killing shit and then, you know, be like, now don't kill stuff.
There'll be a time to do it, trust me.
They're better, dude.
This one
I
we just
want
need straight up no capture, dude.
one of those like giant, ridiculous mobs that like get up on us sometimes. Alright, I'm switching my pistols and I'm hauling ass.
Relatively quick, and we can fuck around. Just
Come on,
use
double guns.
escapes.
God damn it.
We cannot let our target know we're here. Track them down quickly.
Man, I wonder if this is gonna like seriously make myself or anyone else like queasy trying to watch this. If you're not in control, the character movement progress is fucking insane.
Help me kill this guy. Take him down.
Got it. Ready?
Alright.
I mean, it looks cool, right? It looks cool right now.
We'll interrogate the captive back in base. Your part is done here.
Alright, perfect. That was quick. So now we can see. I still have a little bit of time. I can see if I can help you get through the next one.
Okay, not only does he put it away in a Batsu Jutsu style, but he put like it disappears into his fucking fist. That's a cool dude right there. Actually, don't quote me on that, internet, because I don't know if it's considered a Batsu Jutsu if you don't pull it out of your waist rather than partially. Samurais. Samurai stuff.
Sexy eyes.
I like the sound of whatever you're singing. What is it?
That's Dr.
Dr. P.
Yeah, it's Dr. Crow, the medicine show, I think.
Oh, the old Crow medicine? Shit. I thought they were like a weird, like, folk waka-ass waka thing.
It's Dr. Hook. It's Dr. Hook.
Oh, you mean like the old school, like Saturday night, what a sweet surprise. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, like the kind of like disco rock. Like,
yeah, dude, he's baller. He's in, man, what the fuck is it? The band concert movie that's so good. I assume you know what I'm talking about.
I love that song he does that he's like, you're in love with the beautiful woman. You know it's hard.
That's a good, yes.
Everybody wants her. Everybody tells her.
Fuck, is it called The Last Waltz? Okay, the Led Zeppelin one is The Song Remains the Same. Have you ever listened to the band, The Band?
Yeah.
Okay, like, pick a load off, bed. Okay, like, they have a really good concert movie from the 70s, like, looks beautiful, like, on, like, wide 72mm film. It's directed and shot by Martin Scorsese. And it's the band playing their farewell concert, and they just have a shitload of really awesome special guests, like, sit in on different songs, and they'll do, like, 3 at a time, and that's it. They had Dr. John do a bunch of shit, and he was playing the piano, too. It's cool.
Dude, you and I are on completely different worlds.
Dude, apparently the band and Dr. John have the same effect on me as Gundam, because I immediately like stop paying attention to one of those.
Stop. Can't like not think and play.
Taylor, I don't know when you're gonna figure this out, but that's like kind of the point of these streams when you're involved. It's like, can we fuck with Taylor in ways that become increasingly subtle? Like, I'm not super.
It is kind of like a weird
not directly fuck.
Joker's skit or something.
The fucked up thing is though, it's like that's just happening. I'm not actually trying to fuck with you. However, in GTA, I do kind of fuck with you because I can tell that you're really serious sometimes in that game.
Yeah, now that you don't play it anymore, I kind of have like stopped.
Honestly, the break has been a little like chill because man, sometimes getting ready to hop online with you, I gotta like shake my hands out and shit. I'm like, all right, man, we're playing with Taylor, we're not fucking around. Yo, that one time you did let us fuck around though, and it was fun. I was like, yeah, Daddy let us fuck around.
I don't know what it is, man. I guess like maybe it's just that I always have such limited time to play games that when I do get the time to like play video games, all I really want to do is like play it.
Well, like, dude, I admire how min-max like your fucking like life is.
It kind of is.
Like, it's so well timed out, and you're definitely like the opposite of like the person who chases too many hares. Like, you're like, okay, here's what I do, and like I play video games, I like hang out with my daughter and my girlfriend, and then I do my really intense job, and then I draw, and then fuck, I sleep, and that's it. Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much it.
Like every day, dude. And so, like sometimes the times change, but your day off though, ooh, that's Taylor's big day out. I can tell that you like your day off. Even on your day off, though, you're just fucking drawing all day.
Well, yeah, because then I finally get good time to do it, and also like the day off is great because like kids in school, girls at work, like I'm actually for once like completely like right now I'm home alone because Elliot's like with out at the lake, and Maggie is like getting her car fixed or some shit.
So let me ask you an important question. You gotta beat off at least once, like super intensely, right? Like on those days.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Because like, dude, if I'm completely alone, like it's time.
It's time.
Dude, I don't like there being people just around when I'm doing that. Like, so I live by myself for so long. Well, no, I do. I've gotten better about trying to enjoy it a little bit, but at the same time, I don't want too much because that's like kind of weird. Because it's like I'm not trying to like romance myself. Like it's just a man hand, or you know what I mean? Like it's not.
Oh, dude, like I've literally like
I'm kind of just trying to get in there and get it done.
Anymore, but when I do, it's literally for like it's almost for like its health benefits. Like I genuinely I don't like use it as a time to like I love the feeling of like coming all inside my toilet. Like I've never at least lately I don't like sit down and I'm just like it feels so good to like jerk my dick to like come. I'm basically just like I'm really stressed right now and like Maggie won't sleep with me right now and like I know I have work in a couple hours. And then sometimes I'll do the adverse thing where I'll like let it build and build so that I can like be a fucking like weird animal. Like when I know that I have a huge crazy like Friday night shift at work, I'll like intentionally not nut for like an entire like day and a half just so that like when I get into the kitchen I'm just like, let's fucking do this, and I'm just like crazy, and then I go home and then I blow like a giant nut, and then like that becomes good.
Now, I got a few things to say after that. A, I'm impressed that you went there. Like, it was almost a Dalton level of going there. In fact, it may as well have been. And secondly...
adult level?
No, a Dalton level of, like... Look, there's no such thing as TMI on a D-Fresh, aka Civil Serpents production. Like, there's no such thing. But, like,
Still working on it.
man, I lost my train.
Like, if you like somehow promote this video, you better not put anything like, listen, like,
No, dude. In this one, me and Taylor talk about like how we like to nut, because especially not because now I'm about to have to go there and get a little extra weird and talk about. I will hold off usually the longest because I want to build up testosterone because I have more energy, like more power, like working out if I do that straight up. Like,
yeah, exactly.
As soon as you beat off, you're like, I don't care about what's being sexy or whatever. Ambition,
fortunately,
like,
that weird
leaves.
feeling that like post nut, like
I don't get that as bad as I used to.
Either. Like it'll still, it's maybe like 40 minutes, 30 minutes if I'm like paying attention. But
Dude,
normally I'm back to normal after that.
The fucked up thing is I have a theory that it's like the way that as like Americans of a certain generation, it's like how we're raised. Like how there's too much censor. Like it's fucked up that we're so like show all the violence. We don't give a fuck. Like teach your children what fucking murder is, but then we're just like, don't show them a tit though. Holy fuck. And they kind of like, I don't know. It just like it's just this is weird and almost sort of biblical, but it like teaches us to be like, you should be ashamed of your body. Whereas original God Jesus was like, don't just be naked, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely like our weird like aversion to like sexualization of the culture definitely made like the whole idea of jerking off into this like weird
you feel like you're doing something you shouldn't be doing. Like it's weird.
Well, not only that, but like you were saying, like sometimes you just kind of like enjoy it in a way that like seems weird because it, I don't know, like it's fun to do something weird, bad.
Man, I got something like I'm not 100% with you on that. I had something really weird to add, but I was like, I don't think I'm gonna go there because most people totally don't understand what I'm saying when I say this. Fuck it. I guess I'll go ahead and try to explain it. The times I feel extra weird, but also these are the best like orgasms like I have alone are because like I've a couple of years ago
Yeah, the best orgasms I have.
no, okay, just hear me out, dude, hear me out. A couple of years ago I started doing Kegels. Okay?
Started doing what?
Kegels. Like,
Oh.
like chicks do to tighten their vaginas, but like when you do it as a dude, it tightens your like holding your nut muscle basically. And so like,
What are you talking about?
you have that on top of like, I don't rely solely on that, but I also like don't have to like think about baseball these days. You know what I mean? I'm old enough to like that's not a fucking thing. So it's not for that. It's just like the longer I keep it from happening and delay it, it's just like becomes increasingly insane by the millisecond. And like I freak some of my girlfriends out because I like seize. And I feel as though like it's almost
Actually yell, hold!
Sometimes I can't help it. But if you know me, you know that I like talk during sex, like constantly almost. Anyway,
Yeah, dude, I was just talking to a couple of friends and I were having a discussion the other day about like weird sex things, and I had mentioned you, because like, I was fine to mention you, nobody knows who you are. But I was just I had this friend back in the day, and I remember like it was at Jerome's house, and I think it was like you and me.
oh, it's at every house ever.
sex.
It's like a comedy
just, like,
show when you
listening
sleep
to
with
see
me.
if
That's
you
the
were
best
actually
part,
gonna
dude.
fuck this movie. We could just hear through the wall like intermittent, like kind of sex noises mixed with like chuckling and like questions.
Dude, I'm
They
a
were, like,
funny
muffled through
dude.
a wall.
Girls are attracted to my humor, and I just like I can't.
Location reached.
Like you'd think that more awkward, some people would say, but honestly, I'd say like probably sleeping with me is like so less awkward than it is with most people because I'll just like
Yeah,
say.
probably, dude.
Like not will I just like take the weird out of it, especially if it's like the first time or something, by just like saying funny shit, but also like I'll be like, hey, I
That
will.
might make it weirder. I don't know. I guess it depends. On
No,
the
but then that
circumstance.
gets me. They're used to me talking, so they're used to me being like, hey, I need you to turn like this 90-degree angle right now and do this and make this noise. Whereas most people would try to like, okay, how do I insinuate this and like have to, and I'm just like, I just ask. Or tell.
Yeah.
Ooh, that sounds dirty.
That's the way to do.
I don't demand though.
It's like show and tell, but creepier.
Dude, this man, I don't know about the gameplay or like I haven't really described shit about this game or tried to explain why anyone should play it, but this is a good episode regardless, just because that was an epic beat off talk. Plus now, I really hope just some random chick watches this and it's just like, this guy, I gotta meet him.
Mission complete.
What is this about? You know?
And if there is a woman out there who
Who is this anime-loving, stand-up comedy having during sex
you
guy?
need to marry that bitch. You need to find her and marry her.
I'm already in love with her. I can see her in my mind. I'm trying to create her face, even though it's impossible.
My dreams, I've kissed your lips 1,000 times.
Also, good song, funny movie, good scene. That movie's
Alright, let's
fucking
see what
funny, dude. It really holds up. I watched it like a week ago. You know when you grab a woman's breast, it just feels like a bag of sand. Feels like a man in a lantern.
That's
The only thing that felt a little bit weird and okay, it was like 90% less weird than a fucking John Hughes movie. But man, have you noticed how quickly, like, as it's just like, it's not a bad thing, but like we've just all stopped saying like using like gay, not even derogatory, but just like in a dumb asshole way to like other white dudes. And when they do it in that movie, it does feel a little weird. Because they're like, you want to know how I know you're gay? And like, it's more fun. But if you watch like Pretty in Pink, dude, it's like fucked up. Like, their characters just straight up like, oh, this faggot, like a bunch of times. And I'm like, yes, I just said that word.
yeah, I mean,
no, I'm
even,
not
you
like
know.
that kind of person.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High, like saying guys are fags, just like really casual for a while.
It just feels weird
did,
when
like,
you're
an
watching
expose
it.
about like homophobia and film and how it's like progressed. Like,
Like, you watched an
it's just like
expose?
it's just weird. If I watched the what?
Did you say you watched an expose on this, or somebody should make one?
My friend did one for our history film class in school.
Yeah, I don't know why, but like the whole like LGBTQ like rights thing was kind of like my first like soapbox, and it kind of has always been one of mine, just because it's so fucking stupid that anyone gives a shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I just can't wrap my head around it. Like,
I know, and I think that's just a generational thing, man.
no,
Honestly,
that's just fucking
for
ignorance.
example, my kid doesn't even understand to my kid, racism doesn't even make sense. Like, I had to ask what it even meant.
See, that's awesome. Man. I really hope that our next generation is going to be pretty progressive. I think, as long as nothing goes worse with this Trump situation. But you know what is fucked up though is that people will still like subtly be racist to like more like Asian people and like Hispanic people though, like but they don't even think they're being so. It's weird. And that's another thing too with like representation in the media that gets brought up more lately, and I'm glad because like for real, there are so many weird instances where like somebody gets cast in a movie and you're like, that character is fucking supposed to be like Japanese. Like, why are you casting a white person? You can find an Asian actor or just put them in there just because they're a good actor. It doesn't even fucking matter if they're supposed to be Asian. Like that fuck, I'm the anime guy, why do I not immediately know how to say it? Ghost in the Shell thing kind of rubbed me the wrong way. But then, like, I felt dumb after getting worked up about it, because I was like, well, she is like a fucking robot, so I guess, like, she's technically doesn't have an ethnicity. But still.
Well, there's a podcast I listen to where it's just like, the gist of it is like, it's just guys who go around to like different like American chains and like fast food and like store chains, and then they like do commentary on it with like they're writers and comedians, and they get other comedians. But so they do one where they're talking about Taco Bell with Bobby Lee.
Oh, I love Bobby Lee, dude.
I know,
so
dude,
funny.
he is so great.
He's
If
fucking
you love
hilarious.
Bobby Lee, that podcast is so worth talking about.
What's this called? I mean, you know I'm like a huge podcast guy, right? Like,
it's called Doughboys.
I'm writing this down. Audience, also check this out. Sounds good.
It's funny. It's funny because they just like, you know, they'll talk about like weird like buffets and fast food chains and like either how gross or nostalgic they are, but they'll have funny guests on. But Bobby Lee does one with Taco Bell, and he talks about how like of all the minorities aside from Native Americans, Asians have like the tiniest representation in like film and media. Like,
yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. It's like
it's
fucking
basically
weird.
like there's like 3 Asians a year who work, and like sometimes those like a Chow Yun Fat or somebody, and they'll work like I don't know, man. It's an American TV.
A Lucy
like,
Liu, maybe, but dude, like, how many Asian like just actors who are of note in America can you even just pop out of the top of your head right now?
Just Bruce
Like, I
Lee
can think of
Jackie
Ken
Chan.
Watanabe, but I haven't seen him in anything in
Yeah,
forever.
Ken Watanabe.
But
Well,
like,
yeah, he did it for a few years.
I don't know. It's weird that there's
That's
not
what Bobby
more.
Lee was talking about. He's like, you can only be, there's only like 2 Asians allowed to work like a year. A guy and a
It's fucked
He's
up.
like,
man.
I wasn't. He was like, I was that Asian for like a year, maybe a year and a half, and then it was like Ken.
I'm gonna add this to the fire, but this is like, what was it that I was like, why the fuck is everybody white in this? God damn it. Man, I just brain farted so hard, dude. Oh, okay, why the fuck did they remake Old Boy?
Yeah,
Like, why? And why did they make everyone white? Or, not everyone, but even the main character, like, why the fuck is he white? Why is he white?
Dude, so the reason, here's my theory on why they remade Old Boy. So that like infamous like one shot, like 1 versus 27 guy scene.
The one they do in Daredevil, and like everybody for like, not enough people have seen Old Boy. They're like, that was so cool, and I'm like, that's from Old Boy. They just did it again. Like, it's awesome in both instances,
I think
but
that sequence was so iconic that like a studio was like, we can rebuild this whole movie, even though it alludes to like incest and like all this crazy fucked up shit.
well, that scene would lead you to believe it's a really hype like action movie, but it's like not really.
Right, and it's not.
There's just one of the
Like,
coolest
that scene.
fucking action scenes like ever. Honestly though, I don't know, dude. The Daredevil one might have been cooler.
My boss, who's taking me to Japan this winter, this last time he was in Japan, he went to the place where they filmed the scene with like the crazy 88s Kill Bill.
Oh, the House of Blue Leaves.
That huge. Yeah, and he got in like after it was closed because he like knew somebody who was a manager or owner there, and he was like super wasted and sent me this video of him like reenacting that entire sequence like on his cell phone.
How can you reenact that sequence? He had a sword and he was fucking.
He was super fucking drunk and had like a broomstick and was just like holding the phone in front of him, being like.
Dude, can I
like running up and down stairs and shit?
Can I turn my sexual orientation and start fucking your boss? Like,
Dude, just say you're pansexual.
He sounds like my kind of dude. Like I like need to know this guy.
Cool guy.
He sounds like my kind of guy.
Well, you can read all about him in the news. He's pretty famous. His name's Simon Bates.
He's really. I need to meet this dude and force him to be in one of my dumb videos and be like, "Hey, guess what? The cooking show is back, but there's a real chef, and I'm gonna do what I do to Taylor, and I'm just gonna fucking try to distract him."
Simon, something like you just randomly do some shit like.
The way you describe him, he seems like a guy that would be like, you know what, fuck it, yeah. I'd be like, so how do you feel about really, really guerrilla advertising? I've had an idea to do that around town. I just like I don't know. I just haven't really gotten done because I guess I'm working by myself now, so I have to get all my own like camera equipment and shit now. It's gonna be like a whole new thing, but I was like, why not just go to local business and be like, hey, Kyle, can I just make you commercials for free, just so I can have shit for my portfolio and you can either use them or not, and just make like weird, funny commercials that like. You know, like the Dollar Shave Club commercials? There's like nothing to them, but it's like the owner of the business is there and it's like simple and it's like fucking hilarious. They're like iconic.
What you need. What you really need. Because more important, like contacts are the most important.
You know
thing
what
ever.
people
You already
fucking
know that.
love, Taylor? You know what people love? Dudes who eat crunchy snacks on mic.
Oh, dude. I've had this like weird obsession with saltines lately.
If this was an actual
No,
podcast, I'd be like, I would be giving you a stare over the waves, but I'm not, because nobody cares right now.
Well, I guess we're even now because, as you know, when we play games, we pretty much stare at it through the TV pretty hard.
Wait, if you really think about it, we both stare at each other through the... Oh, man. Dude, games are weird, bro. It's like we're playing tiny versions of ourselves, almost as if they were something called, like, an avatar. Holy fuck! That is it. I would what? We all would. We all...
You need a friend who, like somebody like me who is like a high up manager in like a restaurant or a retail store or some shit like that. That like when they're not open or they're closed, you can like go in with them and they can like let you pretend like you're doing that shit.
Dude, I mean, I
It's the same
already
thing,
like...
building portfolio and arts for like pitching myself to like bands and musicians to do like commission work for them. I just make like a half a dozen posters of like fake shows with real bands. And just
Dude,
be like,
Ethan
"Here's my-"
does that, and it's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's how you build a portfolio. I mean, it's totally fun.
Yo, you should make one of those for me, for like the fake band that they form in Space Dandy called the Dropkicks. You should totally do that. And you should write live at Space Budokan, because that's where they played.
The drop kicks.
You should just look up that, like, I don't know, look up both, like, the Japanese and English versions, but it'll just show you, like, the part of the show, like, where they're playing the song at the concert. It's, like, a really catchy fucking song, actually, and it's, like, it's funny, rad. You've probably heard me randomly bust into it while we're playing when I'm like, "Oh, space lady, I got my chica on una fanaya."
I have heard you do that.
Yep. Are we getting off? Is that what we're doing? Or
Yeah,
what?
I need to take a shower so I can ready for work.
Alright. I feel like this gameplay-wise, this may have been like a real shit stream. I don't know, but it was a good conversation. I'm just gonna call this basically a pretty solid video podcast.
Yeah, this is, it's like those shitty YouTubers who just do commentary over stuff while they play.
At this point, it kind of just feels like we're playing games because we don't like have like a advanced like Skype system with good cameras to just fucking do a video podcast.
Yeah, plus like you don't have the way we can PlayStation anyway. And I'm definitely not just gonna sit here on PlayStation and have like a 3-hour phone conversation.
No, like I need to really do some legwork and figure out how to set that up to where we can have a Skype type system where we can like do that. Because we don't even need like, I don't know, a cell phone camera works fine if you have a newer iPhone, you know, or like, I don't know. Even the fucking webcam on like Macs, like if it was split 2 screens, it'd be small enough. I don't think anyone would give a fuck. Because we're like in separate fucking states, so it's not like we're gonna like, oh, we're on a set and shit. Like, some dude says something about casually licking someone's ice cream when she's not looking, and then somebody says moans, and then suck on my toes, please. Suck on this question mark. I laugh. I'm God of Heel. Okay, what the hell? I haven't paid attention to that chat the entire time until just now, and I'm like, these people.
The chat and
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude, it's a cancer. Every time I look down at this, there's some insane shit happening.
Usually they're just real serious, and there's a lot of people like fucking acting like a bunch of little handout bitches. Like, yo, somebody want to give me like 9,000 creds. I'm like, you want to suck like my 9,000th dick? I don't say that because that'd be really
on that shit. If that's impossible.
I don't know, I have done that thing where I get on Reddit and like we'll just randomly be like, does somebody want to send me a code for this game? Because apparently that happens sometimes, but it has never happened.
God, the thing is, too, if you like look up how much it costs to buy platinum, if you wanted to pay a printer or whatever, it costs like easily like $14.
That's fucking crazy. I mean, if it was enough to get like a whole new Warframe and a whole new set of abilities and like a whole new set of weapon slots and shit, I guess I would pay that maybe once if I was really fucking into this, but that's about it, because it would be cool. Yeah, let's get the phones. This has been me, and this has been Taylor. His name's Brother Thunder. You go buy his shit. I've made plenty of things where I say that. Go buy his shit. Get on his Instagram. Yeah. You know what it is. It's
give me credit.
Actually, say it in case I fuck it up. It's just at Brother Fun, brother with a AH, all cool, and Thunder with an AH. And check me and my dumb bullshit out on this YouTube channel. It's called Civil Serpents. It's like the Upright Citizens Brigade, but it's mostly me and Taylor's disembodied voice. So. What's up? Hey, alright, peace out, guys, and Taylor. Later.